Folks, we're back. We're live. Seb is here. Howdy. It's been a bit of a quiet one today. Not as many people normally showing up. Hopefully there's a few more for the Super League games. Hopefully the regulars come back in. That'd be good. I'll get this posted on TikTok as well, so some of the peeps over there know that I'm live. Let me put a poll in the chat as well. So we've got about just under 13 minutes to go. My exact score prediction for this game was Huddersfield 6, Hull FC 40. I can't see Hull FC losing this one. I just can't. But with the Giants having a stronger squad, you never know. Maybe there's a chance in there. Quality, Trent. Quality. Ah, beautiful. Matty Nicholson getting it done. What a guy. What a top bloke, eh? Legend of the game in the making. It's good hearing and seeing George on the broadcast. Always like the insight of current players. Ricky was hyping his scouts up after the game, talking about how they always get great players from England. Well, there's a Mr. Bateman is questionable, but they wanted Danny Walker, so they certainly know talent when they see it. So let's go through the lineups real quick. We'll do one more before the game starts as well. So for the Huddersfield Giants, in the backs they have Flanagan, Gagai, Milne, Halsall, Swift, Rush and Clune. In the forwards is Wilson, Wolford, Greenwood, Hewitt, Jake Bibby and Cudjoe. On the bench is Golding, English, Burgess and Jack Bibby. Billington is the 18th man. On the side of Hull FC, in the backs they have Price, Barron, Rapiner, Litton, Martin, Cust and Caesar. In the forwards is SASA, Borough, Knight, Hardacre, Chamberlain and Asiata. On the bench is Ashworth, Aiden, Briscoe and Esse. And 18th man is Barmforth. Interesting matchup. Huddersfield's strongest side that they've put out so far this year. Rush played for Jamaica in the Rugby League World Cup. Flanagan has looked pretty exciting with his run game. Hopefully he can do something at fullback. Maybe that gives him a bit more freedom. Can take on the kicking responsibilities if needed. But Rush has 2 players in the spine, or 3 players in the spine with decent experience now and who are quite confident. So it helps him. Gagai might be taking out the game a little bit, but we'll see what he can do. And decent options off the bench with Bibby, Burgess and English. And then Golding is a solid, reliable option as a relief hooker. But then Price at fullback, plenty of speed. Plenty of elusiveness. He's going to be tricky to bring down today. I think he could have a field day. I think Cust and Caesar will control the game quite well, as they have done near enough since the start of the season. And something that I think Hull FC are dealing with quite nicely is Hardacre and Chamberlain being centres, now being the 3-in defender rather than the 2-in defender. Have a bit more speed compared to your usual second rowers and get across a bit quicker, close up the gaps and make sure they've got the numbers over on the edges. So I think Hull FC should be fine in this one. Could be a bit of an issue with cohesion for the Giants. Giants could cause an upset, but unlikely. I think the main thing for them is just the strength of the squad is the best they've had yet. So we'll have to see what they produce. Crazy House right now, Lee a second. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. But it's a strong comp this year, which is good to see. Not yet, mate. We're still 5 minutes out. I said 46 to Hull FC. So they're going through the lineups. I will as well. In the backs for Huddersfield, they have Flanagan, Gagai, Milne, Halsall, Swift, Rush and Clune. In the forwards is Wilson, Wolford, Greenwood,
Hewitt, Jake Bibby and Cudjoe. On the bench is Golding, English, Burgess and Jack Bibby, and Billington is the 18th man. For Hull FC in the backs they have Price, Barron, Rapiner, Litton, Martin, Cust and Caesar. In the forwards they have SASA, Borough, Knight, Hardacre, Chamberlain and Asiata. On the bench is Ashworth, Aiden, Briscoe and Essay, and Barmforth is the 18th man for Hull FC. I was hearing, apparently, for Warrington, we're very interested in New Zealand Warriors and Samoan prop Bunty Afoa. There's a few more that we're interested in, but apparently he's one of them. Put your specific score predictions in the chat. Let me know. Make sure you vote on the poll as well. We've got 3 more games to go today, and that's me done for the weekend. Teams are coming out. I reckon we should get a trumpet here, boys. Hull FC out in force. Huddersfield Giants there in the 10s. Might be more Giants players than fans. Oh, the Star Wars theme, May the 4th, I just realised. Right, everyone's shifting off the pitch now. We're about to get underway. Come on, folks. Come on. Well, I'm not seeing any score predictions in there. I'm going to end this poll. 5 seconds to go. Folks, we're underway. Hull FC kick to the Giants. 38-20 to Hull, says Reese. Okay. So Huddersfield in possession on their own 10. Wolford back after a few weeks of injury. Hands it off to Bibby. That is Jake Bibby for now. Now through centre field, over the 20. Calls for a high shot already. So someone put on Yorkshire Yoda and he said, be Reese it will. That's good. That's good. That's great banter. It really is. So Tane Milne, the legend that is, up to halfway. Last tackle for the Giants. Now with Clune, then across to Rush. Aims it towards the post, taken by Barron on the full. And takes it over the 20. Cust. Hands it off to Martin, up to the 30. Again, the distance between the 30 and the 40 is less than 10 metres, but I'll still refer to both lines as the 30 and the 40. Borough. Now with SS8. Now Knight up to halfway. Last tackle coming up for Hull FC. Last tackle. Out the back to Caesar. Kicks from halfway. Plenty of height, not too much distance, so maybe a bit more than I thought. Gagai recovers it on the 10. Litton's there. And it's going to be Bibby, or Swift, sorry. The haircut. With the next carry, Rush waits at dummy half. And the next carry for Huddersfield takes him up to the 20. With Halsall. And Tane Milne. Looking for an offload. Almost loses possession. Maybe he does. Referee doesn't give anything there. Almost lost it. Now with Bibby over the 30. 2.5 minutes gone. Last tackle for the Giants. Ball comes loose. And it's a... Ooh, Wolford. Chirps in his ear. Penalty for the Giants. Of course it's not, John. Of course it's not. So, the Giants will start their set from halfway. 3 minutes on the clock. I'll play it on the 40. Now in centre field with Cudjoe. Pops up to Hewitt. Maybe. Wolford on the 30 at dummy half. On his right to Cudjoe. Shifting right with Clune. Switches it back to Bibby. Up to the 20. Great chance for the Giants here to get early points. Wolford on his left to Cudjoe. Pops up to Hewitt. That's Greenwood, sorry. 10 metres out. Fourth tackle. Left of the sticks. Wolford has to cut back towards the left now. There's a switch back to Halsall. Still shifting. Last tackle for the Giants. Centre field. 7 metres out. Wolford is going to go right to Clune. Dinks the ball through. Price is there. It might go dead. Just puts the ball out. There's going to be a repeat set, possibly, here for the Giants. Unless Hull FC goes short and recover it. And they go for a short dropout. But it's taken by Gagai. Well taken. Giants on the 20 with Wilson. Now in centre field with Clune. Switches back to Greenwood. Wolford. Wolford knocks on. Silly mistake there. Silly mistake. Well, he's not in the way, John. Wolford walks into him. It's not hard to get around him. He sat still. So there's going to be a scrum for Hull FC on their own 10. We've had just over 5 minutes gone. Now with wrapping it off the back of the scrum. Borough at dummy half. Now with Martin, 6 minutes gone, second tackle for the black and whites. Borough is going to go himself up to the 30. Price in centre field on the third, gives it to Hardacre up to the 40. Huddersfield are so bad. I've got a feeling they'll do okay today. SCSA is not in a good way, but there'll be a kick from Caesar on the last. Flanagan takes it on the full, on the 10. Oh, it's kicking off. It's kicking off. Maybe a late shot on Caesar. Huddersfield get an offload. A rush. Just takes a carry straight up. And again with Rush, he played for Jamaica in the Rugby League World Cup. And they were in a group with Lebanon and at least New Zealand. I can't remember the other one, but he's played in some big games. So, and that was in the halves as well. So he's been there before. He's got the T-shirt. He's played against some of the big New Zealanders. So, now down the short side right with Clune, who kicks high towards the back right. Price is underneath it. There's a contest, but Price wins it. And comes down with it. So Rapinette takes it up to the 30. Price is going to go himself over the 40. Borough. Now through the middle with Knight. Shifting to the right with Caesar. Now Cust. Going to go himself. Last tackle coming up now into Huddersfield Giants territory. It's the best field position that the black and whites have had so far in this game. Hardacre kicks on the last. Fairly well placed, actually. And Flanagan's brought down just in front of the 10. Is that Ashworth already on? I think so. I think SASA maybe had to go off. He did. So Ashworth already on for Herman SASA. Huddersfield onto the 20. Wolford, former Raiders player. Now with Cudjoe through the middle, that's 9 minutes gone. Huddersfield with the better of the chances so far, better field position as well. And there's a loose carrier from Greenwood. Asiata in possession, now with Rapinette on the Giants 30. Plays over Cust, now in centre field with Ashworth. Over the 20. Borough. On his left to Caesar. Cust. Pops it up to Chamberlain. Only 10 metres out. Cust. To Asiata. Caesar. Hardacre. Drops it backwards and Barron drops it forwards. Right then, scrum on the 10 for the Giants. It's now with Gagai. And there's already a penalty for offside. Every single time it feels like. From scrums. Every single time. You will be told when you can go. If you are not told to go, stay where you are. Stay in line with the referee. If you haven't been told to go, stay where you are. Because if you go before you're told to go, or stand in front of the referee, you will be offside and give away a penalty. Stay onside. It's not that difficult. So, Huddersfield, literally a metre out, right at the post now with Clune. Just had to get that out of the way, but the Giants are in great field position now. Cudjoe with a great opportunity here. So just left of the post, Wolford at dummy half, goes left to Clune, dinks the ball through, off a Hull FC foot. Not played out apparently, so it's the last tackle. So now with Rush, towards the back left. Rapida goes up, collects it. And he's stopped on the 10. Now Barron. Good defensive line speed from the Giants. Good work. Rapida over the 10 again. Now it's with Knight. Bumps off 2. Gets an offload for Caesar. Trying to shrug off Clune there. And there's a penalty for the Black and Whites. Could have been a good chance for Huddersfield to end up in good field position again. Oh yeah, it was high. The legend Tane Milne. What's he doing? So the penalty will take Hull FC 5 metres short of the halfway line. And Ashworth up to halfway. Plays it. Now in centre field with Caesar, then to Asiata. Missed the first 12 minutes because Fox was playing Fletch and Heidi skit. It's not good, that. It's not good. Put it in the allotted time. Ball comes loose from Knight. And there's a mess here, but it's going to be a Huddersfield Giants ball. It's not good enough, is it? It's not good enough, Trent. It's not good enough. Rapina to score? Maybe. Maybe. Not sure how many he's got this year. Maybe it's a small handful, I think. It's not hard to pack a scrum, boys. So at the back of the scrum, they go left. Now with Swift over the 30. Strong hit from Rapina and Cust. Plays it for Rush. And Halsall, I think, took the next carry. He did. Now with Cudjoe in centre field. Takes the carry over the 40. Asiata brings him down. Knight's also there. Wolford on his right to Clune. Switches back to Milne. "15 minutes gone. 4th tackle. Wolford. 6 again. On the 40 now, with a fresh set. Huddersfield with the better field position so far in this game. Greenwood with a carry through the middle. SASE has passed his HIA, which is good news. Wilson now up to the 20. 15.5 minutes on the clock. 3rd tackle for the Giants in centre field. Left to Clune. Across to Rush. Under a lot of pressure. Loses possession. Well, the referee calls for offside. Fox should have Fletch, Alex Twalt and Heine. That was funny. I've not seen any of the stuff they've done this weekend.
I'll have to catch up on it. Huddersfield are going to go for 2. Boo. Boo. Shocking. Oh, right, okay. I will have to check it out then. I'll have to check it out. They're a good laugh. They're a good laugh. And the 2 is good. So the Giants take the lead. They actually have the best record at Magic Weekend. I agree with Magic Weekend, but they should change it to top 6. What do you mean, Stephen? So Huddersfield in possession over the 20, close to the 30. Now up to the 30 with Hewitt. Cudjoe in centre field. Shifting left. Now with Halsall. Swift on his outside. Like these teams near the bottom are boring to watch, pal. Well, this was based on last year's performances. So it's first v third, second v fourth, 5th v 7th, 6th v 8th, 9th v 11th, 10th v 12th. From last year. So on paper, they're supposed to be close. But it's just kind of worked out this way. So Hull KR versus Salford on paper, based on last year, could have been a decent game. But unfortunately, it's just kind of gone how it's gone. But that's why I think Magic Round should probably be Rivals Round, if I'm honest. Because then even if they are shite games, at least the games that people care about. So, 20 metres out, Giants in possession. Cudjoe shifting left to Clune, switches back to Hewitt. Now looking right. Only about 12 metres out. 19.5 minutes gone. Third tackle, Wolford at dummy half. On his left now to Greenwood. Stopped a few metres short of the line. Wolford. Left to Rush. Dinks the ball through. Kicked by Rapiner. Recovered by Rush. And it's 6 again for the Giants. Clune looking to go right. Switches back to Tiny Milne. So that's the first quarter of the game done. Now with Cudjoe. Bumps off Asiata. Then he's wrapped up a metre short of the line. Right at the post, Wolford. Looks right, switches back to Milne. Still a metre out. Third tackle, Wolford right at the post. Left to Cudjoe, now Clune. Gonna go himself. Stopped a few metres short. Fourth tackle, Wolford. Hands it off and it's knocked on by Greenwood. Hull FC in possession.
Hardacre brought down in front of the 10. Now scoot from Rapiner up to the 20. Barron up to the 30. 21 minutes gone. Second tackle. So early in the tackle count still, and decent meters for Hull FC. Asiata left to Caesar. Then across to Lytton. Now on halfway. Fourth tackle. Chamberlain. Now with Caesar. On the fourth. Ashworth in the middle. Gets an offload to Borough. Up to the 40. Last tackle down for Hull FC. Knight. Goes across to Hardacre. He's going to have to kick on the last. Flanagan's underneath it. Met by Caesar immediately. And he's a metre in front of his own try line. So a lot of work for the Giants to do. Cudjoe now for Swift. 22 minutes gone. Third tackle. Gagai eating up a few metres over the 20. Rush. Hewitt. Oh, it's Greenwood, sorry. My bad, Pion. Over the 30. Wolford waits on the last. Left to Rush. He's going to kick from behind the 40. Plenty of height and distance on this. Price underneath it. Takes it cleanly. On the 20. Give him a bit of space to run. See him open up today. Get him shifting. Get him moving. So now with Martin over the 40. Ashworth through the middle. Fourth tackle inside Giants territory. Borough left to Asiata. Now Caesar pops up to Chamberlain. High shot, I think. It is. So Hull FC could try and level this with a penalty kick from the 30. I reckon just keep going. Back your attack. You've not had proper field position yet. Just have a go. Just have a go. Nice one, Hull. I appreciate that. Kicking to touch. They're going to go for this. So they'll tap on the 20. Now with Herman SASA back on the field after the HIA. Liam Knight for John Asiata. Up to the 10. Borough in centre field. Left to Cust. Switches back to SASA. Gets an offload. Just about. It's now collected by Caesar. Shifting right. Now with Hardacre. Then to Rapiner. Referee says forward. Mistakes by Hull FC. They backed themselves. They made a mistake, but it's alright. You backed yourself. You just go again later. So a scrum on the 10 for the Giants with Gagai. Then to Tane Milne, the legend Tane Milne, over the 20. Now with Gagai again. Up to the 30. Now with Golding. The long locks of Ashton Golding. Now the third. Burgess is on. The big man. Wolford. Left to Clune.
And there's a charge down. And it's a 6 again. Flanagan brought down on his own 40. 26 minutes on the clock. Swift through the middle, up to halfway. My stream is ahead of yours today for some reason. Oh, interesting. Now it's Cudjoe with a line break. Late support. Doesn't even need it. Doesn't even need it. Will, you've just been flummoxed by the 50-year-old Leroy Cudjoe. He's picking up his pension next week. There we go. Giants with a 6-point lead, likely to be 8 because it's between the sticks. Nicely done from Clune. Price he's just been had. Huddersfield deserve this already. Dirty Grubby FC playing dirty. They're not playing that dirty. This bloke looks like he gets free bus fares. He does. I heard he does. He might actually be 67. Right, well, my exact score prediction is basically going to be done any second because I only gave Huddersfield 6 points. So, that worked out, didn't it? That worked out nicely. And the kick is good. So it's 8-0. Unexpected scoreline. We've gone 28 minutes in this game. And it's 8-0 for the Giants. Very unexpected. His knees are glued together, Trent. Bit of glue, bit of string, bit of tape. They're falling off. So the Giants in possession now. Ball comes loose, and it's a penalty for Huddersfield. SA's not happy with that. Seem less enthusiastic rooting for the Giants than Salford yesterday, mate. It's only because I want to get my predictions right. Well, Salford were massive underdogs, so I wanted them to do well. But Huddersfield, they actually have a strong team. I don't know. It was an early start, Alex. It's been a long day. One sec. Thank God I was muted for that. I hope I was muted. Right then. So, there's a scrum on the 10 for Hull FC. Caesar is going to feed the ball into the scrum. They'll wait and then eventually play the ball out for Cuss. He's going to step and step again, then slip over. Bora right at the sticks. Now with Asiata. You're right, Paul. I'm not happy either. Now with Caesar, Hardacre. Coming up to the half an hour mark. Chance for Hull FC to claw some points back. SA. In front of the right post. Fourth tackle. Bora. Asiata is going to go himself. Offloads. Beautiful. Exquisite. Nicely done. Asiata's been solid for FC this year. Very solid. That was nicely done. I'm going to play a trumpet, not for Hull FC, but for the game, because it's game on. All right? Game on! Well, I can't be a traitor if I'm not a KR fan. I can't be a traitor to KR, can I? And the kick is good, so it's 8-6. 31 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. We've got a game, folks. We've got a game. Alex! Reverse trumpet. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do 2 trumpets then, alright? I'll do 2 trumpets. Hey! Oh. I hope it didn't play it a bunch of times because it wasn't showing it working properly. I hope I only played it twice then. If it played like 6 times, I apologise. Right then, Hull FC in possession now down the left edge with Price. Potential high shot there. It is, so it's a penalty for FC. Thank you very much, Alex. Greatly appreciated. Mistakes creeping in for Huddersfield. Just high contact. I'm okay with the penalty there. He is slipping. But yeah, nothing more than that. Definitely nothing more. Borough. Now with Asiata, Caesar shifting right to Hardacre, over the 40. I get you. It's an odd one sometimes. So 33 minutes on the clock. Asiata shifting left now with Caesar. They've got the numbers, I think. Caesar look for a line break. Stopped on the 20. Ball comes loose. And it goes against Hull FC. All right. Referee is adamant that he's lost it. Yeah, he's lost it. And he's lost it. Currently at 6,777 subscribers. Thank you very much to you guys. Thank you very much indeed. It's greatly appreciated. Now up to the 20. Wolford waits at dummy half. Penalty for Giants. Holding down. So it's now with English up to halfway. Wolford in centre field on his right to Golding. Second tackle coming up. He's stopped on the 40 inside FC territory. We've now got 5 minutes to go. Switches back to Halsall. Stops on the 30. Oh, I know, Alex. I know. I think it's a fair point. Because it's like, what is he supposed to do? I know exactly what you mean, though. So, fourth tackle. Wolford's going to have a go himself. Stopped a few metres short of the line over on the right-hand side of the park. Bibby, on the last, comes back towards the middle with Clune. Kicks across past the posts. Halsall goes up, and it's a bit of a mess. And Rapiner takes possession of it. Cust, 5 metres out from his own line, hands it off to Briscoe, who I've barely seen touch the ball today. Maybe, I can remember one other time that he's touched it, if I'm honest. And there's a penalty for Hull FC. Not sure what the issue was there. Not sure what happened there. Okay. Well, off the back of the penalty, Hull FC in possession, just shy of the 40. Inside their own half, Hardacre wants to play it quickly for Borough. Now as Asiata switches back to S8. Borough waits in centre field. Now up to halfway with Cust, who switches back to Rapiner. Borough. Asiata going left. Now with Caesar. Good jam in there from Tane Milne. Ooh, late shot on Asiata maybe? Or was it a high shot? I must have missed a high shot there. I don't know. Yeah, I just blatantly missed something. Not on purpose, of course. But my eyes just maybe aren't working anymore. Oh, maybe it was on Asiata then. Well, I don't know why Tane Milne's getting the shit for it. I can understand penalty for a late shot, but should not be anything else in that. I do need to see it again, actually, just to make sure. It's going to be...
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell. You dickhead.
Let's have a look at this again. Oh yeah, leads with the shoulder. I'm okay with that, actually. On reflection. It's not... Timing-wise, it's not terrible, but he leads with the shoulder, so I'm okay with that. So a lot of work for the Giants to do here. Best of luck to them.
So Giants a man down. Burrett, 15 metres out, goes left to Caesar. I look forward for a second there. Pops up to SAS8. Burrett. Now with Knight. Then Caesar. Jammed into by Halsall. Two minutes to go. Now with Cust, shifting left, pops it up to SASA, gets an offload back to Cust. Oh, Flanagan, good job, lad. He's 100% without question held that up. Without question. Good lad. Good lad. Well done, Flanagan. Less of that, Alex. Less of that. Just a general question, by the way. If I did a Patreon, which I've tried to do before, and it's not really been successful. If I did a Patreon, what would you guys want on there? Let's say you were part of it. What would you want to see? Because I'm thinking of shifting from the membership thing that I'm doing here to Patreon, because YouTube takes a good chunk of the money. With Briscoe, stopped a metre short. Well done, Huddersfield. Well, that's true, Alex, that's true. Oh dear. A kerfuffle has begun. Case for 4 there, Alex. Case for 4. So there's only 10 seconds till the end of the half. Let's have a gander at this. I missed this completely. Ooh. I could understand a red here. I need to see it again. I do need to see it again. I don't know if he's already falling. could the argument be made that he's falling after first contact? Okay. I'd be okay with a yellow. I wouldn't be surprised or too miffed if it's a red. Well, no attempt to wrap, actually. There's no attempt to wrap. Direct contact with the head from the shoulder. Okay. I think I forgot Huddersfield are a down man as well. Or down a man as well. If it's a yellow, okay, but I'd be fine with a red here. I would be fine with a red. Okay.
He's going to be
I think he's got away with that one.
I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell. You dickhead.
I think he's quite lucky there. He's very lucky. Very lucky not to be gone for the rest of the game. So there's a penalty for the Giants. They'll kick from their own 10. There's only a few seconds left. They'll get one shot here. So tap for Wolford. And they'll just... Oh, mate! What? The ref literally just... Oh, my God. Okay. Well, it looks like he's leading with the shoulder. He is absolutely leading with the shoulder. That's contact with the head as well. I thought it touched the ball, but I think he's made contact with the head there. I think that's got to be a red, that one, actually. Surely. Leads with the shoulder. No attempt to wrap. He's not falling or anything. Contact with the head. Doesn't wrap. Leads with the shoulder. Not falling.
Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the dressing gate off! Get him off the field! That was diabolical!
What's embarrassing, Liam, is leading with the shoulder, making no attempt to wrap, and knocking someone in the skull. What did you think was going to happen, mate? Oh. Hello? Yeah, he's just been sent off. He's heading back now. Yeah, he'll be with you in about half an hour, probably. Yeah, Liam's on his way, mate. Yeah, alright. See ya.
Sorry, that was Hull Circus. Missing a clown. Knight with a red. Apparently, Liam Knight was rumoured to be joining Warrington. I'm good, mate. Oh yeah, and Wild Talks, I support Warrington Wolves. So, final attempt of the half, and the kick is... Oh, hang on. Hull FC will get one possession here. Cust. Chips over the top. Go on, one more fight before you finish. Come on. And he's wrapped up. That's going to be half time. See, the thing is, some of the messages are too strong for the chat, so they're not coming through on YouTube, but they're still coming through on the thing I've got for the live stream chat. So some of your messages are getting banned immediately and not going through on YouTube, but they're still coming up on screen. Someone said wanker before, and it was blocked. The refs at this Magic Weekend have been shocking. Years ago, you would get away with stuff. Now they cry. Plays to the ref. That was definitely a red, though. Wild Talks with Huddersfield. That was absolutely a red. No attempt to wrap. Leads with the shoulder. He wasn't falling or anything. Makes direct contact with the head. I don't think there's any argument for a red there. You can make half the argument that... Was it English? Was falling. That's the only thing you could at least lay as an argument, but the intent from SA I don't think was right. So I think a red would have been fine for SA. But with Knight, there's literally nothing you can say. I saw the second contact. I didn't see anything high on the second bit, Alex. So I don't know. I can't really speak to that. Right then. We've got a bit of a mad one. Love to see it. Well, you don't love to see the head contact, but you know what I mean. Just going to move these yellows and reds here into a slightly more uniform position. Don't know why, there's no real point. Well, what a half. Yeah, Alex, Alex, I agree with you. I agree with you, mate. I'm just saying, in contrast to Liam Knight, that there is an argument of Wilson or English, whoever it was, falling, but I'm still happy with a red. Because of the intent and leading with the shoulder. I'm just saying there is at least something you can say for the first one, but I still think it's red, but there is nothing. Well, what I'm saying is, when he flops onto him afterwards, I saw he flopped on, but I didn't see if he made contact with the head with his shoulder. That's what I'm saying.
Now, I saw the initial... So from SA, I saw the initial contact, and it was clear direct contact with the head. And then when he jumps on him afterwards, I didn't see if he made contact with the head. I saw him drop on, but didn't see any head contact. Not saying that it didn't happen, I just didn't see it. Who will win? Please explain. I'm new. It's a tough one to call, Wild Talks. It's a tough one to call. Because Hull FC are usually a better team than Huddersfield. Hull FC have played games being a man down before. And even especially against KR a few weeks ago. Putting a good effort. I really can't call it, you know. Huddersfield have actually been playing well. Honestly, guys, I can't call it. I'd actually love to know your guys' predictions now. I'll put another poll up. I'd actually like to know. Let's have a look. The flop after was a shoulder into the body, which is why the players kicked off. Huddersfield 22, Hull FC 18. There wasn't any contact with the head after SA jumped on, and it was an arm around the rib cage. Nothing went higher after that point. Okay, all right. Is it cultural at Hull? Ill discipline seems part of their makeup. I don't know. I'm not sure, Kevin. I'm not sure. There's just a few that are a bit aggressive. They like to get stuck in. I mean, they're rugby league players, of course they do, but I don't know. I don't know, Kevin. I bet on this team when there was 4x now. They are favourite. Should I cash out? What you say? I reckon if you can cash out Wild Talks, this game is very unpredictable. I wouldn't risk it and just cash out. Hopes of God Giants win. They deserve it. Having put up with this malicious assault they're getting from these dirtbags. What was so different between Burgess and Knights? I'm trying to think back to Burgess. I'd have to see Burgess again. I can't honestly, Kai. I can't quite remember Burgess. I'd have to see it again, mate. Never a red, just a big shot, maybe yellow. Lewis, which one are you referring to? Alex or Alexa? Again, I still don't know. I think it's Alexa. I was only watching first half, 2 yellows that you can't argue with. The third red, in my opinion. They definitely put on the edge yet. Okay. So with Burgess, I honestly can't remember it. I've already forgotten it, so I can't comment on that. With SA, at least a yellow is fine. I would have had no complaints with a red card. And Knight is, for me, is 100% a red. Carney loves a laugh. I tell you what, why do I always say that? I tell you what, if anyone watches the Matty and Cooper Johns show, they did an interview with Brian Carney like 9 months ago or something. Go watch that. It's so fun. It's so fun. Carney loves a laugh. Okay, I think, honestly, Lewis, I think SA's shot, I think, is the only one of the 2 Hull ones that has any kind of argument for a yellow. But for me, it's the intent. There's no attempt to wrap. So it's clear, direct contact with the head, no attempt to wrap. And he sort of promotes and leads with the shoulder. So for me, if it is a red, I don't mind it. But yeah, the night one for me, 100% is a red. In my humble opinion. So for anyone that's new here, if you use Discord at all, there is a Kinetic Rugby League Discord linked in the description. And if you want to become a member, if you see the little purple icon next to Alex's name and Paul's name as well, they are members of the Kinetic Rugby League channel. That helps me out. You can support me for as little as £1 a month. There's no obligation to pay. Content on here is free. There's no obligation to pay. It's just if you want to support, you can do. Yes, the first yellow you can't argue with, but I think it was just a big shot. But there's nothing we can do about it. I don't know. I'm leaning more red than yellow for SA. And then again with Burgess, I just can't remember it. I'd have to see it again. Actually, it might be. I'm not going to rewind it. I'm going to go Sky Sports Rugby League and see if they posted it. I don't think they have. No, I can't see it. It's not there. I mean, it wasn't even that much earlier. Do you know what? I'm just going to rewind it. I legit can't remember it. Why is it only letting me go back 3 minutes? Well, that's a waste of time. Did Super League post it, maybe? If anyone sees the clip, let me know if you know where it is. We have Unreal 99. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first ever member of the Kinetic Rugby League channel, Unreal 99. Look at that. He's got the orange icon. The orange icon. He's been here for time. The first member on this channel. Months and months and months ago. That's royalty right there. Royalty in the chat. You missed a few scraps there, Unreal. You missed a good few scraps. A lot of pushing. A lot of shoving. A few high shots. You missed a good one. Bow down. Let's all bow. Bow down. Didn't Price fall into a high tackle and he got sent off? Or is that something else? I'm not sure. I'm not too sure, mate. So we've got Warrington and Wigan after this. I'm a Warrington Wolves fan, for those who don't know. I will have my wire shirt on, ready to go. I've already kind of half accepted that it might not go our way today because of player availability. But we'll see. We will see. It might be.
Huddersfield are sort of playing up to the occasion a bit, but hopefully we've got the quality. Oh, team sheets, have they come out? Oh, Jenna's going to release it. Okay, we do. We've got teams. Shit, I got to get a move on. Get a move on. Get a move on. Right, okay. Wigan. Let's have a look. So the Wigan team is as follows. I'm going to be typing this as I go. So they've got Field at fullback. Miskey. Kieran. Wardle. Marshall. French. Smith. Byrne. O'Neill. Thompson. And Semba. Farrell and Ellis. On the bench for Wigan is Leeming, Dupree, Hill and Walters, and Eckersley is the 18th man. And then for Warrington Wolves, we have Dufty, Thulis, Ty, Lindup, and Thulis. It's going to be Josh Thulis on that side, and then Jake Thulis on the left. Brothers in arms going, lads. Oh, Ratchford starting. For God's sake, man. Oh, sick to death of this, honestly. Yates. Vaughan. Holroyd. Fitzgibbon. And we're back underway, by the way, folks. I'm going to fill in the final names, but Hull FC in possession. Curry at 13. On the bench for Warrington is Philbin, Crowther, Musgrove, and Harrison. Irwin is 18th man. Right. Okay, that's done. Right, here we go, folks. Just trying to get that out of the way. Camera's in the way of that tab. Right. Second half is now underway, Reese. Flanagan in possession on the 20. Giants in possession just in front of their own 30. Wonder if we'll get any scraps this half. FC are probably used to playing with 12 men because of how dirty they are. Well, you know, they've been prepared for this moment. So the first minute gone. Third tackle for the Giants. They're up to halfway. Now down the short side left. Eating up some decent meters. Hewitt up to the 30. So Burgess has 6 minutes left on his sin bin. SA has 8.5. Now shifting right with Clune, switches back to Bibby. Now with Clune, drills the ball towards the post, recovered by Price. Looked a bit awkward to pick up there, but he takes it cleanly enough. Martin, still behind the 10. So Hull FC under a bit of pressure now. There's a lot more space to cover. At least for the 2.5 minutes that Huddersfield will be up by 2 players, there'll be quite a bit of space that they can attack. So Hull FC need to make sure they're clean with possession. So Asiata over the 20 up towards the 30. That's the last tackle for the black and whites. Out the back to Price. Draws it low off the head of Ashton Golding. Recovered by Hull FC. 2 knock-ons apparently. Charged down into a knock-on by Huddersfield apparently. Oh yeah, did put his hands up. Okay. Hull FC possession. I'll end this poll as well. 18 votes, 61% say Huddersfield will win this game from this point on. So Briscoe takes it over the 30. FC would certainly love a try. Now over the 40 with Martin. Borough on his left to Rapana. Stopped on halfway. Left to Price. Over the 40. Now shifting right. Asiata in centre field. Across to Caesar. Then Rapana. Maybe flick that on a bit too early for Briscoe. Fourth tackle, cuts back towards the middle, eventually stopped. Last tackle coming up for Hull FC. On the right, Cuss comes back to his left to Caesar. Kicks from the 30. Plenty of height, not much distance though. And taken on the full by Swift very cleanly. Huddersfield behind their own 20. Shifting right at the moment. Bit of space down the right maybe. Tiny Milne gets an offload. Gagai inside to Flanagan. He shrugs off one. Then goes past two. Look for a line break. Bumps off a few. Good meters there for the Giants. So that's now 5 minutes gone in the second half. Third tackle for Huddersfield. They are into Hull FC territory. Wolford on his right to Golding. Then across to Clune, who's wrapped up by Caesar. You read that one. Up to the 40. Now at the back to Rush down the left. Plenty of height on this. Briscoe underneath it, takes it on the 10. And slips over. Damn. Will Price hands it off to Martin. Over the 20. Huddersfield, I think, still winning this field position battle at the moment. For most of the game, actually. They're doing a great job. Shifting the ball a lot better. Restricting the flow of meters. And Cust is not in a good way. Sort of crusher tackle, maybe. I hope he's alright. Well, that looks awkward. On report. That's alright. No issues with that. He's going to play it on the 30. Now with Rapina up to the 40. Cust bumps off a few. The loose neck is ready to go. And Burgess is back on. He barrels onto the field. So 2.5 minutes. Huddersfield have a two-man advantage. They can shift the ball around for a little bit. Swift. Still shifting. Up to the 40. Huddersfield can have a go here. Just go for it. Invest in one set right now. You got 2 extra men on the field. Go for it. Launch it. If you don't, I'd actually be really disappointed. Milne over halfway. So up to the 40, inside FC territory. Spread the ball. I swear to God, spread the ball, please, at least once whilst you got 2 extra men. Here we go. Clune. Pops up to Hewitt. Look for a line break. Almost gets one stopped on the 10. Wolford. Now in centre field with Burgess. Flicks it off to Clune. Then gets it off to Golding.
Tries to get an offload. Doesn't even try. You are not telling me you were up by 2 men and you made... Let's say you gave it half an arsed effort to spread the ball. What are you doing? What are you doing? You are up by 2 players. It's Tom. It's Tom Burgess. Caesar. Then to Rapiner. Bumps off one on his own 40. Bumps off Burgess. Asiata. Now with Caesar. Shifting the ball across at the moment. Up to halfway. And there's a kick on halfway from Will Price. And Flanagan collects it on the full across to Swift. Potential break here. Supporting his outside. Hardacre, good work. Good work. And SA is now back on, but Herman SA is actually going to be replacing him as a substitute, I think. Exactly. You're up by 2 men for 2.5 minutes, and you're only attacking set in that time. You do nothing with it. You do absolutely nothing with it. And Burgess comes back on and drops a ball. That's poor from Huddersfield. That is honestly poor. I wouldn't have challenged that. I think it's his responsibility to put the ball down and he doesn't do it. His leg was already out, but it's Burgess' responsibility to put the ball on the ground. I think he placed it on his leg, personally. But there's a push from Huddersfield in the scrum, and Lewis takes the first carry. So now a carry through centre field. Who's that? Who is that? It's not Litton, is it? I can't tell who that is. Is it Litton? Anyway, Hull FC lose possession. It would be hilarious. It would be. I even mentioned in my predictions video. Let me get my notes. 1 second. So Huddersfield in possession. I'll show him in a sec. So Rush in possession off to Clune. Huddersfield only 10 metres out. I'm not scared and I'm not confident. I'm actually just I've sort of accepted a loss, but I'm hoping we at least compete through the middle, which I don't think we will. I'm actually, I'm more concerned than scared. And Caesar recovers it. Just because I don't like our team list. I don't think we've made the right call with the team sheet. I know we haven't got many great options, but I think we could have chosen better than what we've got. So, Hull FC in possession, now with Caesar, then Rapiner, switches back to Briscoe. Just short their own 30. Fourth tackle, Borough. Left to Herman SASA. Over the 40, ball comes loose, knocked on by Price. Oh dear. Oh dear. Actually, let me just see if that's the right way round on the screen. Let's have a look. It is. There's the notes, right? Pause it if you want to. But Huddersfield just stink right now. I actually don't know what else you guys expect me to say on them. And then the line after that. The line after that is... there is it. There it is. Right there. This game is pure bait for a Giants win, isn't it? Typical. Typical. Jesus Christ. So, Huddersfield in possession with Clune. Wolford. The C is the challenge. If they have got a challenge left, the C is there. If they haven't got a challenge, the C will disappear. But it's a looping ball over the top. Solid try. Okay, I'm going to have to do one of those... I'm going to have to do a take for the stream highlights. Okay, I'm going to pretend I've not seen the try yet, and this is the live reaction. See, this is what you get, the behind the scenes for the stream highlights. In a sec, Alex. Oh, I'm going to have to do it again. I need another replay. Alex! Huddersfield Giants in the centre field. They go right to Clune. Looping ball over the top. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. The Giants take a commanding lead now of 6 points with a kick to come. Gorgeous ball. Gorgeous. And seen. So you guys know, when you see the stream highlights, you guys know. But nobody else does, because they're not here. If they want to know, they've got to be here. Hey! This is a big kick now. This is a massive kick. Flanagan. Don't know what they're cheering for in the crowd. Maybe we'll see. Who knows? But the kick is... It's swinging too much and it's no good. We've still got a game, folks. We've got a game. Come on. So the shift right, Clune, looping ball over the top. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, there's a ball in the crowd, that's why. Hull go with a short dropout. I like it. And they come up with the ball. Very nice. I appreciate that very much. I'm a big fan of intent. Hull FC. Best field position so far of the second, as just mentioned on the broadcast. Hardacre over the 20. So we've got 56.5 minutes, or 56 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Borough over on the right comes back towards the left with Asiata. Now with Caesar. Then to Price. He's going to straighten up. And he stops over on the left-hand side, a few metres short of the 10. Now with SAS8 through the middle. Look for an offload. Doesn't get one. He's wrapped up. About 6 metres out, left of the posts. Borough. On his right to Asiata. Now to Caesar. Kicks the ball through. Is it played at by a Giants player? Maybe. But it's recovered by Caesar. And a set of 6 again for Hull FC. Only about 18 metres out. Plays it for Cust. He's going to go himself. Shifting right. Taking over the 10. Gets an offload. Hardacre has to cut back towards the left. Takes it over the 10. Is brought down about 6 metres out. Right at the sticks. 57.5 minutes on the clock. Second tackle for Hull FC. Borough goes left to Asiata. Out the back to Caesar. Pops it up to Lytton. Gets an offload in the corner. Is that a try? Is it? They're going to check it. They're going to check it. Try giving on field for the video referee. Does the attendance look good to you, or is it disappointing? It looks good in patches. I mean, any time a stadium has a bunch of empty seats, it looks terrible. The problem with Magic Weekend is you get good attendance for the day, so there'll be like 30,000 plus there for the day. But they're never all in the stadium at one time. That's the issue. Like, they'll either be going away for drinks, Actually, I don't think they're allowed to leave the stadium. Some either aren't at the stadium for early games, they'll just come for the later one, because they want the away day. So they'll just go for one game. Maybe they'll watch the back end of one, watch the start of the next one, if they can be arsed staying. So that's the only problem with Magic Weekend, is people just come and go in patches, really. Burgess a waste of money, 10 minutes stint, it's pathetic. It's not been a great season for him. Let's have a look. Well, there you go. It's a try. Hull FC fighting back. Cracking finish in the corner. Great finish. Chance to equalise. Huge kick to come. Was the ball played at when it's kicked at him 1 metre away? I don't know. I didn't see it, Alex. If he, stuck his leg out, then it's played at. If his leg was planted, then he's all good. The kick is... Oh, it's just wide. 2-point advantage for the Giants still. Same with our Magic Round. I think most of the fans were in Caxton Street. Well, you saw it, Trent, for the last game. The attendance for Storm v Raiders was great. It was brilliant. Obviously, it wasn't too bad for Brisbane Panthers, obviously. But the last game was, people are there for it. I think the only way we could... Okay, it doesn't give people much freedom, but if we wanted to focus on attendance and force better attendance, we might have to make it where you can only get in, entry closes at half time of the first game. So, you've got to get there early and you can't... You can leave. Yeah. I was going to say, you can't leave till the last game's done. If you force teams to go early, then maybe they stay for all the games. I was about to say you force them to stay in the stadium. But no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So, Hull FC in possession with Will Price. And Lytton goes up, takes it, gets an offload as well. Hang on a minute. Martin. Oh, he could have kicked the ball over the top. Could have kicked it over the top. I mean, if you want to go for it, Trent, if you've got the balls to do it, you go for it. You let him know.
Why not just allow them to go in and out freely? Well, that's one thing, Alex, that could be good. But I think it... Because if people could, like, leave the stadium, maybe get a bit of food elsewhere, then come back in, I don't know if they allow that, but let's say they don't, then they might, let's say their team's on first, they watch that game, maybe go to a pub around the corner from the stadium, the next game's on TV, they have something to eat, bit of fish and chips, and then come back for the last game, something like that. But I think if you want better attendance without forcing people to have to stay, I think if you make sure that people have to be there for the early game, then you force better attendance. And a knock on from Price on the 10. God, could you imagine Alex as a ref? Could you imagine? Halftime entertainment, just play 2005 Benji Marshall highlights on the big screen, yeah. Billy Slater highlights, Greg Inglis highlights. 2015 Grand Final. Actually, no, probably shouldn't play that at Suncorp. No, don't play that at Suncorp. Definitely not that one. I take that back. I forgot who was playing in that. It just occurred to me. Take it back. I take it back. So. And the ball comes loose. Was it stripped? It was, according to the referee. Penalty for Huddersfield. No need for two here. Just tap and go. You're in great field position. You're a man up. You think Cass will smash Wakey with them? I don't think they'll smash them. I think they'll compete with them. I think Cass's forward pack looks a little bit stronger now, especially with Desiree in there as well. I'm not sure how long he's there for, unless it's the whole season. But I think Cass might compete with Wakey. But we'll see. Wolford, a few metres out, switches back to Milne. I just don't know what you're talking about, Alex. Unless you actually mean there was a headbutt. I don't know. But there is a butt from Cudjoe. Shifting left now. Clune. Hang on a second. Swift in the corner, maybe. Oh, good defence. What a tackle. What a tackle that was. Who was that then? Who was that? Briscoe jams in. Cussed. What a tackle, son. Bloody hell. Fair play. Might have some crying donkeys if he did that. Yep. There was an actual headbutt. Okay, well, I don't remember it. If I'm honest. Do 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 do. Do 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 no 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 do 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 do. Oh damn! Oh damn! Wow. Okay. Alright, we'll do, Alex. We'll do. I'll have a gander later. Okay, Borough in possession. Fourth tackle. Hands it off to SAS8. We're about to enter the final 15 minutes of the game. On the last now with Price. And I think that hits a head, so it's a live ball. Not played at, still the last. Bit of work for Price to do. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was actually the best thing for Hull FC there. That is the wrong call from the Giants. That was the wrong call. Wrong call. Short drop out from Hull FC. It's going to reach the 10, I think. Taken by Gagai on the full. Nicely done. Nicely done. Now with Milne, 10 metres out. Cudjoe. Shifting left to Greenwood. Ball comes loose. Oh dear. Cust, watch yourself, lad. Watch yourself. Hull challenging a ball steal. Okay. Cust is fired up. I just missed that. Sure, they'll show it again. Oh, successful challenge. It's all right, Cade. You can relax, mate. You can relax. You can calm down. Chill, brother. Chill. Actually, how long until the next stream's supposed to start? Let's have a quick look. 21 minutes. Okay. 21 minutes. Okay. SASA in possession. 14 minutes to go on the 30. Borough waits at dummy half. Now with Caesar. Then across to Cust. Gets half a break there, up to halfway. Cust has got the fuse lit under his backside. Caesar in centre field. Then across to Ashworth. Just wrapped up by Tane Milne. Borough on the last. Out the back to Will Price. Kicks from halfway. Plenty of height on this. Good chase on the left-hand side from Hull. Flanagan comes up with possession. Clune just in front of his own 10. Hands it off to Gagai. So, 13 minutes to go. All right. Oh. I mean, I'll have to give it another look, but we'll maybe. So Price takes the ball on the full, skips past one, stopped 15 metres out from his own line. Lytton is at dummy half. He's going to go himself up to the 20. We've now got 12 minutes to go. Martin with the carry in centre field. Hull FC doing it tough again. Not the best performance, but they've been fairly resilient since going a man down. So good effort from them to at least stay in it. And a good effort from Huddersfield, obviously. But shifting left now with Lytton up to halfway. Last tackle for Hull FC. Martin back towards the middle with Will Price, who kicks from halfway. Same as the last set. Rapiner is chasing. Straight into Flanagan. Almost gets a hold of his feet, but he shrugs off two. And he's now up to the 20.
Huddersfield now up to the 30. Or now the 40 with Swift. Strong carry. Now up to halfway. Wolford. In centre field with Cudjoe. Fourth tackle next for the Giants. Inside Hull FC territory, over their 40, I should say. Now with Wilson. Shrugs off a few. Looks for an offload. Recovered by Hull FC. Now in possession with Caesar. Up to the 30. There's now Briscoe through the middle. We've got 10 minutes to go, folks. Final 10 minutes. Wrapping it to Asiata. Now Caesar. Up to the 40. With Will Price. Oof, good effort. Well taken, Flanagan. And a penalty. Oh, he's offside. Okay. Flanagan man of the match. Maybe. That was big. He had a try save before. Anyone in here got any man of the match suggestions? Who would you give it to? Who would you give it to? So, penalty for Huddersfield. They're now just short of halfway. Clune hands the ball off to Greenwood. 3 defenders in the tackle, but they're now in Hull FC territory with Wolford waiting at dummy half. 8.5 minutes to go. Cudjoe with a strong carry up towards the 30 inside FC territory. Wolford in centre field. On his right to Rush. Switches back left to Greenwood. Over the 20. It's now the 4th tackle for Huddersfield. Wolford in centre field again. Left to Cudjoe, now to Clune. Rapiner jams in. He's going to engage the line. Stop 5 metres short. Left of the post. Now the last for Huddersfield. Wolford is going to kick the ball through himself. Recovered by Cust. And he's going to be dragged into the in-goal area. Good scramble work there from Huddersfield Giants to get him into the in-goal area. Nicely done. Oh, you want to play a trumpet, do you? Think you can out-trumpet me, son? I don't think so. I don't think so. Flanagan across for me says Trent. Okay, okay. Will Price will go with a short dropout. That's probably the correct decision. And there's a knock on there, I think. Knock on from Litton. I think that's the right call. I think. 7 minutes to go. Crunch time, boys. Crunch time. It's getting a bit spicy now. So Huddersfield in possession, 20 metres out. I know what you mean, Alex. Been there before. There's been times I've wanted Saints to win.
It's a rough day when you have to have that mindset. Huddersfield 10 metres out. Wolford hands it off to Greenwood, trying to crash over. So the man of the match options from Sky are Clune, Cudjoe, Cuss and Rapiner. Greenwood's going to play it between the sticks. Wolford on his right to Clune. He's going to go himself, stop 5 metres short right at the sticks. Wolford goes left to Cudjoe now in centre field. Still shifting left, Flanagan. Possibly forward there, pops up to Hewitt. Just in front of the 10. Last tackle for the Giants. Wolford on his right to Cudjoe. Shifting right to Clune. Dinks the ball through. There's a chase from Bibby. Recovered by Martin. Stopped a few metres in front of his own try line. Will Price will then scoot from dummy half over the 10. So with 5 minutes to go, a lot of work to do now. A lot of work to do for FC. Yeah, Cudjoe's been solid. A few good carries through the middle. I don't know if there's a standout, though. I'm not entirely sure if there is a standout. Rapiner shrugs off a few. Stopped on the 20. Or the 30, sorry. Last tackle coming up. So Huddersfield have done a good job here restricting the flow of metres. Are they going to have a go here? Maybe. Caesar. Ashworth. Going to need to offload the ball if he can. Chucks it back. That's going to be a repeat set if they can get a hold of it. But it's a knock-on from Huddersfield. Comes up good for the black and whites. So they'll get a fresh set inside the middle third. So at the back of the scrum, it's with Briscoe over halfway. 4 minutes to go. I reckon FC will get should get at least 3 attacking sets here. Up to the 40. Now with Rapiner. Huddersfield cannot afford to give away a penalty. Borough in centre field with Asiata. At the back to Caesar. He's going to eat up the metres himself over the 20. Got to be good discipline from the Giants now. Got to be really good discipline. Caesar is looking a bit groggy. Back towards the middle with Price. Going to have a run himself. Not much happening there. Gets an offload though. Sits up nicely for Herman SASA. Hull FC, 2 tackles left in this count. Or in this set even. A few metres out now. Cust goes right to Asiata. Hands it off to Hardacre on his right. 3 minutes to go. Last tackle for Hull FC inside the 10. Borough right at the sticks. Left to Asiata. Out the back to Caesar. It's wayward. Price has to recover it. He's probably going to kick the ball over the top here. There's a bit of space down the right if he can find Briscoe. He does. He tries to kick the ball through. Comes off Swift. And he knocks the ball backwards, I think. That definitely went backwards. Didn't it? So, comes off his shoulder or upper arm. Got his mic sorted. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, Huddersfield ball. So, Huddersfield on their own 20. There's 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Wolford hands it off to Tane Milne up to the 30. Slow to get up. Wolford with Golding over the 40. Greenwood inside Hull territory. 4th tackle. And now up to their 40. Last tackle for Huddersfield. A minute and a half to go. Milne slow to get up. Just play it. Just play it. Now with Clune. Price takes it on the full. They'll want to get him into some space. They try and drag him in goal again. Martin with the next carry. Oh, looking for an offload. Just about keeps a hold of it. Caesar. Now with Briscoe. A minute to go. 3rd tackle. Hull FC still on their own 10. It's with Caesar. Switches back to Cust. Comes back towards the middle. Then across to Ashworth. Bit of room down the left. Hang on a minute. Across to Martin. Has to cut back inside. Short of halfway. 4th tackle. 40 seconds to go. I think this is going to have to be it. This is going to have to be it. Rapiner going right. Briscoe. Cuts back towards the middle. On the 40. This is the one. This is the one. Caesar. Asiata. Switches back. And then knocks on. That is going to be Huddersfield's first win of the season. What a waste of a challenge. What a waste of a challenge. Fair play, Huddersfield. Yeah, just completely pointless. Completely pointless. Well, I was proven wrong. I was proven wrong about the Giants. I said that Hull FC would batter them. And I was wrong. Fair play, Huddersfield. Fair play. Right then, guys. We have 4 minutes until the next stream. I'm going to leave a link in the chat. So, the link that I've pinned in the live stream chat is a link to the next live stream for Warrington vs Wigan. There's 10 seconds left in this game. Going to wait for it to be done, and then I'll see you over on the other side soon as well. No more fighting in the last 5 seconds, boys. And that's full time, folks. I will be Seb. I certainly will be. Right then, folks. 12-10 for Huddersfield. I can't believe it. They've only gone and done it. They've only gone and done it. Fair play. Fair play. Right then. Click the link in the live stream chat. Get over to the other one. Get over to the other one. I'm going to end this now. And I'll see you over there. Unreal. He's back. The legend. Up the Giants indeed. Okay then, folks. I'll see you over there in a second.